Good morning, everybody. It's June 8th, Monday, 2026. Welcome. Monday, middle of June. Almost like it's the second week. Anyways, I have a lot to talk about. I don't know how much of that I'm going to do here and how much I'm going to do somewhere else. But we have 20 followers. Isn't that exciting? I think it's exciting. Okay, so I'm advertised for mobile massage and I'm getting new types of people calling me. I don't like dealing with couples. I'm going to tell you why. The first thing is there's always one running the program. Usually it's the chick. Her husband's been nagging her for eons that they need to have a threesome, or hey, let's do this, or hey, let's do that. Oh, what do you think about this girl? You know, and I get caught up in the what do you think about this girl conversation. Now, usually he tracked me down somewhere, or he had me pinned somewhere, and then poof, the conversation's coming up, and then all of a sudden somehow I appear in the conversation. So I get this text, hey, we're a couple, you know, we need a house call, you know, we settle on a price. The person's kind of going back and forth with me, a little on the flea market type of negotiation. Okay. And then I hear this text come through and it says, thanks, that sounds a little more fair. Okay, bitch, you live in Edinburgh and I live in Mission, and I ran your address and it's 27 miles away. And you're bitching about a $50 travel fee, which I'm charging you less than $1 a mile, or maybe a little more than that, when gas is like $4 a gallon. And you want a professional to come and set up in your house, and you don't want to pay for travel. They have places for people like you. It's called the spa. Book your shit and go to the spa. Take your husband in there. So I'm like, okay, so we agree on a price and a time. Like, not even an hour later, this hoe calls me back, texts me back. I'm assuming it's a chick, because no guy is going to text me and say a pamper party got booked. Sorry, I can't. But so she texts me, we have a family party or something. We have a party and we can't do anything after 3. And I go, okay, well, what about tomorrow? So we agree on yesterday at 6 o'clock. Not even 2 hours goes by and this hoe is texting me, canceling. Hey, I got invited to a pamper party. Okay? So we already know where on the list, you know, the massage girl is. We're at the bottom of the list. Right? We're at the bottom of the list. You know, there's no respect for the trade. There's no respect for my time. There's no respect for travel. You just think that that magically a pretty girl is going to show up and massage your entire family for free. Okay? I'll be back in a second. Please excuse me. sorry. Hopefully I don't have to disappear anymore in the next few minutes. I don't know. Anyway, so I politely told Gabby, hey, I think maybe I should suggest that you book you and your spouse to a spa. Okay, because I don't deal with women very well. Okay, they're always in the way. I'm a boy's girl. I'm not really a girl's girl. I'm a boy's girl. So that means I'm going to stick up for the boys most of the time. So anyway, I've subscribed myself to Adult Friend Finder, which reminds me I need to unsubscribe myself before my 90 days are up because it was like $100. And so I'm exploring Adult Friend Finder. I like Adult Friend Finder because I could post pics and videos on there and I'm not going to get flagged. One of my clients did find me on there. He said he didn't recognize me. He's like, I think that's the massage chick, but I'm not sure. So I thought that was kind of funny. And anyways, he ended up coming over for a little while, but I'm going to tell you something about this guy. I've talked about him before. He's a heavyset gentleman. Very nice, very handsome, heavy set. His man parts aren't as large as I would prefer, but he could probably get himself a little pump, if he lost that belly and got himself a pump, he would be in business. Now, he doesn't need a huge pump, but he needs enough pump, okay? And he probably wouldn't need much of anything if he got rid of that freaking god-awful belly. My wife won't sleep with me. My wife doesn't, you got a belly. My wife, you got a belly. Your wife's not fucking you because you're fat, sir. So we had a talk. He needs to get out a little more, away from the baby, away from the wife. Working at home around a wife and a baby is not gonna help, right? I got ashes all over the place. Okay, so that's not gonna help you. Working at home, not going to the gym, not watching what you eat, not doing this. That's not going to help you when you're at home freaking 24/7 with a wife in your face and a baby crying. You need to get the hell out of the house. Even if you take the baby with you and get away from the fucking wife, bro. You can't think about how attractive you need to be when you're in her face all the time. And you're not attractive to her right now. So you need to turn the focus on yourself and say, I'm not worried about being attractive to her. I need to be attractive to myself. So once you start getting attracted to yourself, the energy is going to kind of spill over. And then the other people are going to be attracted to you. Now, this guy is a 10 out of 10 solid on the lady satisfaction factor when it comes to the oral department. The solid 10. But he's got a belly in the way. There's no end game. There's no end game at all. So that's where I'm at with that person. I would love to see them again, but I don't want to hear them complaining about their back. I don't want to hear them say my knees are hurting. I don't want to hear any of that. All I want to hear is how you're going to freaking break my back in half, and you can't do that if your dick isn't going to reach anything. Okay, so I'm kind of a mess here. It's early in the morning. It's like 3:30. I'm in this linen shirt I wore to bed. I have a new tattoo that is burning and itching, like it's peeling stage. So it's a little on the burn itch peel. And there's some, like where my elbow bends, there's some ink some tattoo right there. So where the elbow bends and it's healing is it's a little tender. So anyway, moving along, there's been some people in my little DMs on the little adult friend finder. Lots of local, very good looking, in shape guys. I like adult friend finder because you can ask for pics of things and it's not offensive. I want to know, how old are you? Where's your face pic? And how big is your wanker? That's all I want to know. I don't care if you have 7 kids. I don't care that you're married. I don't care that you work at the gravel pit in Westlaco. I don't care. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, none of that matters. So today we're going to do a lower body workout. So that's legs and ass. For those of you who don't know, that's legs and ass. So we'll be on the glute bridge in the ladies' workout area. The one on the main floor is under construction, like it's out of commission. So we're going to do lots of squats. We've been doing sumo squats and goblets off the landmine. Farmer's carry. We've been doing very good. I have a slight gain from PMS. I'm expecting a menstrual cycle here in the next 5 days or so. So I have a little bloating going on. And so I need to focus on not carb loading my PMS. So, but at least I'm carb loading with stuff like bread and not donuts. It's the whole grain bread that's in my freezer. The Dave's Killer bread. It's not like I'm gooning on ice cream. Can you believe that? I'm not gooning on ice cream. I'm not gooning on cookies, drinks, chips, nachos, local food. I'm not gooning on any of that shit. Everything I'm eating is in my kitchen that's already here. But there are brownies in that cupboard that I could be making, but I'm not. So, extra cheese, an extra egg, too many pieces of toast, put some jelly on it, So the food is still wholesome. It's just sporadic. I've had a loss of appetite for a couple weeks. Just kind of, I think a lot of that has to do with nerves. My lease was going to be up in June, which it is now. My lease is up. So I worry, my landlord lives like right on the other side of this wall. So he's a little temperamental sometimes. So you just never know. I might wake up to a freaking pink slip on my door or in my mailbox or hey. So, anyways, our list of things to do today is go to the gym, get the dogs walked, get the house vacuumed and mopped. I've already meal prepped turkey and rice. I have some potatoes I could probably cook. So we're going to do that. So the main thing is vacuum and mop the whole place. So I mop with hot water and floor polish and floor cleaner and all that. So when I get back from the gym, I'll be doing that. They open in like an hour and a half. So I'm going to take a quick shower, get my dogs walked and stuff like that. And then I might... I try to just vacuum and get it over with, but I swear the dust comes back like in 20 minutes. So that's what we're doing. We're on Adult Friend Finder, and then there's another web that somebody sent me. It's called DoubleList, DoubleList.com. I recommend that one. It's like a Craigslist dating site, men for men, men for women, women for couples, all kinds of stuff in there. You can shop as local as you want or as far out as you want. You know, that's a good place to find, you know, people to hang out with. I'm trying to think. There's another app. It's called Feld, Feeld, Field. And it's okay. It's okay. It's better than Tinder and Hinge and all that, but I haven't been active on it. You gotta like subscribe, I think, to send messages, and like it's kind of a pain in the ass. So as of now, Adult Friend Finder and this other one, DoubleList, is where I'm finding people. So I'm looking for younger, you know, 35 to 45 type thing. I'm getting a lot of like under 30s, 21 to 25ers. No, thank you. Hi, Edgar. Yeah. Does your mom know you're on here? Does your mom know you're on Adult Friend Finder looking for older women? Probably not. So that's the kind of men I've been finding is the super young ones or the super older ones. And then the older ones are like, I can keep up with the younger ones. Blah, blah, blah. No. No, Pablo. Nope. A couple people from Mexico. No, thank you. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Adult Friend Finder and DoubleList. I highly suggest it. Made a couple videos this weekend. You know, that kind of thing. So get to the gym today. Get your workout in. Summer's here. Summer's here. I still got like freaking 30 pounds to lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on my first 10. I started in February and I'm still on my first 10. But hey, at least I'm still going. At least I'm still going. From February to now, at least I'm still in there 5 days a week, gooning out on freaking like country music and smoking weed on my way in there. Okay, so everybody have a good week. It's Monday, June 8th, 3:40 in the morning. Deep South Texas. We did have a fail of somebody coming on here and trying to talk to me. So, hi, Diego. Diego from California. Yep, 33 years old, trying to get me to move out of my place and move out and move in with him in LA. Love bomb, narcissistic type behavior. Enjoy your day.